Hey, welcome to the show. Feeling good with Duddy. That's me. Let's go. What is happening? We are back. Episode 131 of Feeling Good with Duddy. We have done it. The impossible. They say that it is impossible to do 131 episodes. 130, anyone can do it, but here we are, 131. We've proven everyone wrong, and we do have another great show for you guys this week. I am sorry I did not release a new episode last week. I was out on a golf trip with like 17 of my buddies. We went out to the desert. The trip was deemed, the name of the trip was Duddy in the Desert, and we are going to do it every year now. We had so much fun, but we went out and played a couple amazing courses. We played the Pete Dye Mountain Course, and we played Desert Willow. Both were great. I enjoyed Desert Willow more. It was something about that course was just very, very enjoyable and relaxing. But something did happen. This was at the Pete Dye course this happened, or was this Desert Willow?
FGWD.
It was at the Pete Dye course. I think this was the second day. We played the Pete Dye course twice because it was the only place I could find a booking for 17 people. So we played there the second day. You guys, this is a lesson. This is a lesson we all had to learn the hard way. And one of us had to learn the hardest lesson, the hardest way. We're on a par 3, and our poor tour manager, Wisner, he's on the golf trip with us. He hits a shot. We all saw the same thing. We saw the ball land on the green. The ball then rolled right at the hole, and then it just disappeared. And we all lost our shit. We were like, oh my God, hole in one. I jumped into his arms like a little baby, and he was holding me. We were celebrating. This man was so happy. We were all so happy. I actually have a video I'm going to play right after I explain this to you, and you guys are going to watch this video. And if you are listening, we do have a YouTube page, Feeling Good with Duddy. You can also watch the episodes, and you can watch this video that I'm talking about. It's him driving up to the green, talking about how happy he is to finally have his first hole in one, to then just get there and realize that the ball is not in the hole. So this is a lesson. Don't celebrate a hole in one until you walk up on that green and see that ball in the hole, because the heartbreak that we felt could only have been tenfold what he felt as we walked up there and saw his ball sitting behind the flag. So what happened is, the flag was right on a little hill that we couldn't see. So as the ball rolled towards the flag, it just kind of went down the hill, and then it's in a little valley where we can no longer see the ball. Great shot, but not a hole in one. And the heart was broken. But we still had a great time. Duddy in the Desert was a success. I did not get a new podcast out, but we did have a great time. We had an amazing house. We had like a, Airbnb that had like 8 rooms and slept 20 people or whatever. It had a huge game room in the backyard, like a separate room that just had like, pool and ping pong and shuffleboard and darts and like a little arcade and a poker area. It was really cool. So at the end of the day, we would be kind of burnt from golfing in the sun in the desert, drinking all day. So we would go back and we would just like put on, comedy, and we would play games and whatnot. And I learned something on this trip. I'm still the best ping pong player in the entire world, and undefeated. Come get it. Come get it if you want it. Damn. I was slamming, I was spinning, bobbing, weaving, returning, talking shit. It was great. It was a good old time. But we did watch something while we were out there. I've watched this probably 30 times, and it's still funny every time. If you're listening and you need something very funny and entertaining to watch, go onto YouTube, look up Kill Tony. It's a podcast. I've talked about it multiple times. Go look up Kill Tony and watch episode 672. Episode number 672. It is Shane Gillis impersonating Donald Trump, and it is Adam Ray as Joe Biden, and they are the guests on the show, and it is one of the funniest things you will ever witness in your life. So please go check that out. Again, YouTube, Kill Tony, episode 672. Watch that, enjoy, and you are welcome. But here you go. Before I get into the next thing, I'm just going to drop this video really quick. This is my poor friend, our tour manager, Sean Wisner, driving up to the green, excited about his hole in one, and realizing it's not there. Enjoy.
The hole-in-one, man.
I love to see it.
Let's go up there. We're going to go get this
Driving
ball.
with that motor, dude.
That video is actually hard to watch. I don't have a hole-in-one. I've been very close many a time. And the thought of like having a full celebration on the tee box with your boys while you're like buzzed up on a golf trip, especially like with 17 people there and rolling up there, the heartbreak. He played it off very well. He took it very well. He just kept on moving. I think I would have curled up in a ball and started throwing up if that was me. That's a sad video to watch. But you know, at the end of the day, we had a good time. Speaking of videos, we posted something. We want to try a new segment on the show. We need your guys' help. I want to start a new segment where people send us videos of a time where they were something very embarrassing happened to them while they were in school. And now we want to extend it to a time where something embarrassing happened to you, or maybe you did something that you thought was funny at the time, but now you look back and you kind of feel bad about it. And you're like, because I was telling Luke about it, because we made a post asking for videos. We got one video. I'm going to save it because I want to wait till we get a couple and do a full segment on it. So I'm not going to play it on this episode. But me and Luke were sitting here trying to think, like, did anything embarrassing happen to you? Tim, did anything embarrassing happen to you at school?
I'd have to think about it.
Tim's going to think about it. He's going to let us know. So yeah, send us your videos. We will play it on the podcast. You will be a part of the show. Send them go to the Feeling Good with Duddy Instagram. Send them in the DMs there. That's easy. Or you can just email them to feelinggoodwithduddy@gmail.com. And we will play the video on the show. And you get to be a part of the show. All right. Other than that, moving on, DH news. We did just get back from Reno. We've just played in Reno last weekend. That was a lot of fun. We were out there with our good friends Sublime with Rome. Always a pleasure seeing those dudes. Man, stepping into the Nugget Casino in Sparks, Nevada was like stepping back in time. It was wild. Like, you immediately are just like, whoa. And you know what? We stepped in it and there was a weird smell going on the entire time we were in this casino. And we kind of put our finger on it. It was like old people diaper smell. That sums it up. That really does. It sums it up. But we got to do something cool. This is my first time flying JSX. I don't know if you guys know what this is. It's like a private jet, but you can book it like a normal airline. And there's like, it wasn't that much more expensive than a normal flight. And it's at this airport right next to the airport where you drive right up to the front door, zero security. You can go right on the plane. You show up 5 minutes before your flight. You're right on the plane. You can bring a pound of cocaine if you wanted. No one would know or care. But yeah, JSX, Jet Suite X is what it's called. They only have a few hubs, like from ours in John Wayne Airport in Santa Ana. It's right next to that. They only fly to Vegas, Reno, Oakland, and like Nampa. So they flew to Reno. We took it. It was awesome. I recommend it. If you're going anywhere, check if they have a JSX suite flying there, because damn, it really, really made your travel day so much more enjoyable and really not much more expensive. Kind of crazy. Also, Dirty Heads got Hampton Beach coming up. We are playing November 10th. You can get tickets for that. We will also be in Atlantic City on November 8th. Grab some tickets for that. And then our last show of the year, November 22nd, Friendsgiving in LA at the Kia Forum with none other than Sublime with Rome, The Interrupters, and Beach Weather. It's going to be an awesome show. It's going to be a very special night. Tickets are going extremely fast, so go ahead and grab your tickets now. You do not want to miss that one. It's going to be very, very special. And speaking of something very special, I have something very special for you guys right now. We have a new song from our boy Solid Dad Vibe, and he knows what season it is. It is Halloween season. He wrote us a creepy Halloween song, and it is called Soloween. Enjoy.
Yes. Hello, everybody. It's Solid Dad Vibe. Feeling good with Duddy crew. I want everybody to be safe this year, because it's time. Happy Halloween. Yes. Scream. It's Halloween, a nightmare or a dream, depending on your scene. It's Halloween. On Halloween, all the girls show their body, no matter if they're skinny or chubby. On Halloween, the boys dress funny to make all the body girls laugh. Kids dress like Superman. Parents dress up to feel young again. I think I just saw a machine. Watch out, laser beam. Happy Halloween. Scream! It's Halloween, a nightmare or a dream, depending on which way you lean. This Halloween, yo! I got some good ideas this year. I've got a costume in mind that I think everyone will like. Are you ready? Wanna tear up the scene on this Halloween? Dress up like Salad and Vibe. This Halloween, if you want to catch everyone's eye and make everyone smile first, you have to be 10 feet tall while also appearing quite small. You have to be black and white, and your pants must be baggy and tight. You must walk around to a reggae beat, high stepping in the middle of the street. While carrying a big tall flag that says, Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! What a scene! It's Halloween, a nightmare or a dream, depending on your scene. This year is Halloween! Yeah! Feeling good with Duddy. Thank you so much for all the love. To the Solid Dad Vibe tribe. Ladies, have fun out there. Boys, be good to the ladies. Give the kids the candy. Parents, inspect the candy. I just want everyone to be safe and have a happy Halloween. Thank you, everybody. It's Halloween. What a crazy scene. You know what I mean. Happy Halloween.
Well, there you have it. Happy Halloween. I better see some of you dressed up like Halloween. He told you exactly how to do it. Oh, man. The guy, He just doesn't miss. Every song he sends is a banger. The lyrics are just deep and meaningful. And he's going to have a whole album out very soon on Spotify, on Apple Music. And I just can't wait. If you think that was special, guys, we have something actually very, very special happening right now over on our Feeling Good with Duddy Instagram page. Everyone who's on the Feeling Good with Duddy group and has been listening to the last episodes knows T-Bird and Sarah, and they sent us their song Shit a Little Bit. Shit a Little Bit. She made the song. She sent it to us. We've posted it. Where are we at right now? We posted her video, and right now it is sitting at 527,000 plays. Is how many times that this song has been played on our Instagram page. It's bigger than any post we've ever posted for this podcast. I think our next biggest one was 332,000 we had, and now we have a 527,000 plays on this video from T-Bird and Sarah. So you guys have done it. You're breaking the internet, and we need your guys' help. If you're listening, go on over to the Feeling Good with Duddy Instagram. Go into our reels. You'll see it. It's the one with 527,000 views on it. Please share that video. Share it to your story. Send it to some friends. We need to get this to 1 million views. This video needs to get to 1 million views because it is just so special.
Oh, no, not again.
Let's listen a little bit.
Yep. I shit a little bit.
Shit a little bit in my pants, so low. I mean, come on, it's great. Shit a little bit.
I shit a little bit.
And honestly, like, T-Bird's voice, there's like something charming about it. Everyone I've showed it to is like, this is actually really good. And it is really good. You guys crushed it. The video's great. Your voice sounds great. It's hilarious. The internet agrees. 527,000 views already. You guys get it. Help us get T-Bird and Sarah's Shit a Little Bit video to 1 million views. Head over to Instagram, share it, like it, comment on it. I'll keep you guys posted next week at where we're at. But let's get into some Q&A. Let's go.
It's question time again. Answering shit, Q&A-ing with my friends. But I ain't answering that dumb shit. Ask me about pizza and I'm emptying my gun clip. It's Q&A time. Ask me about life and I'll tell you about mine.
All right, these Q&A questions are coming from the members of our Feeling Good with Duddy group over on Facebook. So again, if you want to have a chance to ask me questions I'll answer on the show, head over to Facebook, ask me the questions there, and you have a chance to be on the show. Kristen Beck says, what is your favorite horror movie? Well, since it is spooky season, I do love horror films. I love a lot of them. Growing up, you know, like Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street, I loved Freddy. He was awesome. He was kind of funny and scary. Those were always good. I do love the Quiet Place movies. Those are great. One of my favorite movies of all time, my favorite horror movies, is 30 Days of Night. That's a great one. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But man, there's so many good horror films out there. Ooh, one we were just talking about, films from back in the day that creeped us out. Remember People Under the Stairs? It holds up. I watched it not too long ago again. Still creepy, still a cool movie. Go check that one out as well. Let's see what else we got here. This is Tricia Smith says, what does Teenage Duddy's room look like? Recently heard a story about you recording a track in your room and made me wonder. Clean, dirty, posters. Clean. I've always been a clean guy. My room was always clean growing up. My house is clean now. I like things clean. I did go through a stage where I had a bunch of posters, like every band I've ever known, a poster on my wall, flyers from their shows cut out, like my whole wall covered. I did have that phase, but no, mostly clean. And then once I got into like 15, 16, my room just started looking like a recording studio. And I had a bunch of recording gear in there. And I had, you know, a snake running through my attic, dropped into my garage where I had a little sound room there. And I would record bands for my bedroom. It was actually really cool. Jason Panic says, have you ever been golfing and seen a pond that you just got a fish? Like every single time. Every single time we go golfing, especially when you're out like in these cool mountain courses and whatnot, and then there's always ponds. You're like, that's got to be the best fishing. That's got to be the best fishing ever. I say, I mean, every time, every single time. Tomasita Van Dam says, that's all I need in an iPhone 15 commercial last year. I think it was a T-Mobile commercial, if I'm correct. Luke is saying yes. It was a T-Mobile commercial, and yes, it was. It absolutely was. Jason Held says, gonna ask until I find out. How did Dirty Heads get selected to be in Madden 25? I mean, I don't know. They hit us up and were like, hey, can we use your song in our game? And we were like, absolutely. That's kind of how most of those things work. Tommy Tardif says, where is your favorite place you have been on vacation? All-inclusive resort? No. No, not a huge like all-inclusive resort guy, but my favorite place I've ever been on vacation, my favorite vacation I've ever had was Costa Rica. Me and my wife went way back in the day, and we were not in a resort. A buddy of ours had a house there out in the middle of nowhere, and we went there and stayed for a couple weeks, and all we had was horses for transportation, so we had to ride our horses from the house down to the market and, you know, fill up our little satchels with food, and ride our horses back to the house every night. It was so fun. That was cool. And actually, this December, we are taking my kids there as well. And we've got a really cool Airbnb my wife found, and we're going to spend like 10 days out in Costa Rica, just me, my wife, and my kids. So looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome. Sarah Nicole says, do you ever remember any of the people in the front row of your shows? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've been touring for almost 25 years now. And I mean, there's people that have been to so many shows. It's insane. And not insane in a bad way. It's great. But yes, I definitely see people every show where I'm like, recognize them, recognize them, recognize them. And a lot of the people that do come to all the shows and are up front, they've been to a lot of meet and greets as well. So it's like we've met most of these people in person many times. So it is cool to see, you know, people you recognize. I did just hear something pretty crazy. Look this up if I'm wrong, Luke, or your phone's being used, but I think I'm gonna look it up. The band Pretenders, you know what I'm talking about? I think they just said something where you heard this? If they see you front row at multiple shows, they'll make you move. They'll make you move because they said it's not just for them, it's for the crowd, that they want other people to get a chance to be front row. And they said for them, it's not as exciting to play for the same couple faces every night, seeing the same. So like they'll straight be like, you have to move to the back, which I don't know. I think that's kind of wild. Like if they paid them first and they got up front, that's kind of, you can't really make a move. I don't know. To each their own. Thank you guys for listening. Let's help T-Bird and Sarah get to 1 million views. And let's give it up for Soledad on his song, Soloween. Send us out, Soledad. See you next week.
Yes. Hello, everyone. It's Soledad. Feeling good with Duddy crew. I want everybody to be safe this year, because it's time. Happy Halloween. Yes. Scream. It's Halloween, a nightmare or a dream, depending on your scene. It's Halloween. On Halloween, all the girls show their body, no matter if they're skinny or chubby. On Halloween, the boys dress funny to make other body girls laugh. much for all the love to the Soledad Vibe Tribe. Ladies, have fun out there. Boys, be good to the ladies. Give the kids the candy. Parents, inspect the candy. I just want everyone to be safe and have a